just for truckers. Got a new Purple Pete. Just got scaled out at the customer. Had about 11,000 on my steers, and as you can see, I'm pretty heavy on my drives now that they're fueled up. So I'm going to slide the fifth wheel. You want to, like I said in the other video, you want to make sure you're about, when you're close to 34,000 on your drives, right after you fuel up, you want to be close to 12,000 on your steers. So if you're 11,000, well, that's weight that you could be putting on your drives, and it's just wasted. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get this started. Make sure both brakes are set. Hit the fifth wheel button, slide button. It has got a little this image on it. And the biggest thing you have to make sure you do is you got to make sure that you lower the landing gear. Okay? It's very important you lower the landing gear because then it takes all the weight off. Make sure you try to do this on an even surface. Make sure you do it on a solid ground. Next thing you do is, well, like I said, you can see that the fifth wheel is all the way back here. On my truck, each of those is about 100 pounds or so. I want to at least move it up 3, so you just count the teeth. Well, you can count it from the back, or you can count it from the front. I guess it'd be easier to count it from the back here. And like I said, I want to move it up 3, so when 3 is showing over here on the back, I'll scale it and see what happens. Then you get in the truck, and here's another big thing. You drop the airbags. That's your airbag suspension gauge on your drive, so that will lower the pressure on the suspension. As you can see on the suspension gauge, it'll go all the way down to 0, and when it's down to 0, you don't have any weight on that fifth wheel, and there's not gonna be anything, no friction keeping it from sliding back and forth. So it should move pretty easily. Put it in low gear, pull it forward just a tad, just let the clutch out, don't even really pull forward, and then slide back. Like I said, when you rock it a little bit, it slides like butter. Let's count the number of notches we moved it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so I'm going to move it back just a tad, because like I said, on my last truck I liked it about 3 or 4 back forward, but the scale will tell the truth. So I'm going to pull forward a little bit. It's going to move the fifth wheel back and hit the switch, see which one I land on, and that's going to tell me whether I pull forward or backwards on the last notch. Like I said, I want to pull forward so the fifth wheel goes back, because I think that was a little bit too far forward. Hit the fifth wheel switch, but leave the airbags dumped. Okay? Set the tractor brakes, make sure you do that. And like I said, we're going to see whether we want to pull forward or backwards on this last one. 1, 2, 3, 4 teeth. So we're going to pull forward so the fifth wheel goes 1 notch back. See, it's on like a half a notch right there. And that should take a bunch of weight off my drives. So I'll be able to put more weight on my drives. And I won't have to worry about being over on my steers at the same time. Oh yeah, and so you don't spin your tires, a lot of times you want to lock your fifth wheel here. or like your diff lock. And you want to pull forward and backwards a little bit just to make sure you're locked in there. It's not going to slide. And you air your airbags back up. So make sure both your brakes are set. You're going to lift the landing gear. Again. Oh yeah, I got 4 notches showing, so that's exactly where I want to be. I got the landing gear up. Like I said, now I got 4 teeth on there. Should be a little bit easier to maneuver too, but let's see how it goes. Get back at you once I get this thing scaled. Alright guys, as you can see, got it spot on pretty much. Like I said, I just fueled up. Like I said, most states allow you to be 12,350 on your steers, but some states only allow you to be 12,000. So I just like to be safe, keep it around 12,000. But like I said, I just fueled, and anytime I'm crossing the scale, usually I burned, a couple 100 pounds off by then. But anyway, like I said, you definitely want to move your fifth wheel to where you have like quite a bit on your steer, close to where you can haul legally when you're close on your drives. Now, like I said, I'm not exactly 34,000 on my drives, and when I'm 34, right after I fuel, that's probably going to go up to around 12,300 or so. But I could live with that. It's close enough. Like I said, whenever I cross the scale, I'll burn some fuel off. But like I said, the biggest thing about moving your fifth wheel is taking some weight off the drives so you can put more on your steers. So that way you just could put more weight on your truck, period. I mean, if you're only having 11,000 on your steers, you're missing out on a lot of weight that you could carry, first of all. And number two, well, if you have a tandem axle, but I got a spread axle. But if you have a spread axle, look, I could put another 1,000 pounds on my drive. So if I miss, the center of the trailer by a couple inches, it's not that big of a deal because I got some breathing room. Anyway, so yeah, this is moving your fifth wheel version 2.0, and that's how you do it, guys. Have a great day. It's Matt with Tips for Truckers.